Good evening. It is that time again, and that time again is Dragon Quest Builders 2 time. How many times? 2 times. 2 times. Luckily it wasn't a 5 time, because if it was a 5 time I would have to have gone 5 time, 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 time, Tim time, whose time? I'm time. Your time? I don't know what's happening anymore. It's all gone a little bit crazy and weird, which I suppose is to be expected. But what we are also going to do is build some stuff. It's time for building. It's time for building stuff up. It's time for building. And then maybe trashing stuff off. It's time for building it up and destroying it down. Oh, the two sides of construction. Yes, that is what we look forward to. That is what we want. That is what we enjoy. Destruction and building. That's what we're after. Oh yes. And now we pop to the Isle. The Isle of Awakening. What we got? Big Kletterwand. Don't know precisely what a Kletterwand means, but it sounds German. I don't know whether that's true or not, but it sounds German. Big gates, that's fine. Lovely garden. Oh my god. Video game, delightful, lovely windmill. Jonathan Creek lives there. That's an old reference, but it still checks out. Lovely little sort of Japanese garden. Oh, Kletterwand Gedrugenfügen. Yes. Lovely. Comida Completus. General Blue Bush. Hello there to you too. Welcome to Dragon Quest Builders 2 again. Ooh, lovely jubbly. We'll do a 5 count. That was the first of the 5 counts. Just enjoying the pond there. That is nice. That is nice. I wonder if I could build a pond somewhere like that. A lovely little sort of pond with a few rocks and some benches. I mean, basically what I'm saying is I wonder if I can just copy that. Apart from what I wouldn't mind doing is making it absolutely 100% symmetrical, which is not what they've got. At the very least, I'd make the pond bit symmetrical. Add some asymmetry with the sort of... I think there's a bamboo pump there which will squirt water. But add a bit of asymmetry with the rocks and the pumps, perhaps. But outside of that, just have a really nice looking sort of pond motif. But I don't really have a reason to have a pond, so it's quite difficult to justify just going, I'm going to build a pond, when I have no real significant reason to build a pond. I think that's more than the 5, but what can I say? You're getting a few bonus ones, because a lot of these I recognise, and I'm wondering if we can find one that I don't recognise. No, I think we seem mostly trapped in the Easter or the mind-melting pink. Oh, there we go, that's a new one. The happiest sheep that you will ever see. I think we'll add that to... I can't remember which one adds it to my ability to sort of put it in a frame, so I've done both. I've added it to my favourites and liked it, because, well, look at it. It's the happiest gosh darn dog and sheep you'll ever see. Apart from if maybe you watch Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep. I don't know if I don't know if those two have actually gone together. Have they ever been together, Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep? I know they're both from Aardman, but I don't know if they ever appeared in the same film. Now, what is up with this corner? What is up with this sort of kissing corner you've got going on here? Not even entirely sure how you lot get up here, because there shouldn't be a regular way for the normal populace to get up on this little area. I don't think, unless I have put like a cheeky ladder access. But even then, if you've got a is that what the problem is? Or I say problem, I mean it doesn't necessarily have to be considered a problem, but yeah, okay. So they can get up via the chest. Why they're getting up there is another question entirely. Anyway, last time we did a cheeky little church. Now we've also got a lovely little back room here that we can build up. There is a slight plan for this back room, Whether I can pull that plan off, I don't know. But there is a sort of plan. But yes, we've now got a church, an enormous chapel in fact. But the first primary thing I think is going to be, let's build down this staircase. So I think it was chalk. We will probably change this eventually, but for now we are sort of looking at chalk being the thing we're using. And at this point, I'm going to want to be slightly careful because I do want... I didn't jump, or I don't think I jumped. And even if I do jump, I don't need 911. All I need is my windbreaker. I need the breaking of the wind. So I slightly fucked that up because I didn't fill in the extra parts before jumping off. But that's not too much of a bother, owing to the fact that I'm trying to build a whole staircase of stuff here. Oh, he was referring to the kissing corner couple. That's fair. Technically, I think most of the populace do have a windbreaker, because if we ever have like a big party, the only person who doesn't seem to own his own windbreaker, and the reason why I know that is because he tends to use mine, is Malroth. He tends to sort of drop with me. Wrigley? Oh yeah, you might be right. But I suppose arguably I don't think Wrigley actually goes with my... goes in the team. I think he only ever sort of appears on the farm. But I might be wrong. I don't think the heel slime has one either. No. But I suppose the heel slime does sort of just float. So not quite so outrageous. Right. So we said... if I was to do anything, it would have to be a cheeky little path down here. Which will mean I'd want to continue a cheeky little path down here. Which would mean I'd probably actually want to sort of... I mean, there's nothing saying I can't go down and then up again, but... I think we're going to have to deal with this ghost situation, because he's going to be a prick for as long as he's alive. We definitely need to remove him. So I've got a choice. I could either flatten this area out and just build in a load of blocks, or we can sort of work on the assumption that I want to go down and then up again. Bare minimum, I think I'm going to want to flatten this area out. But outside of that, I don't know. There's not specifically a plan here. Although I suppose there is an argument that says down sort of here, roughly here at least, is where I wanted to put the little cottage, so that the nun, and I might look at doing a couple of cottages for the nun. So what I need to do is get firm in my head what the nun requires. So let's go try and work that out. What we'll need, scarlet stands will suffice, or at the very least I need to try and note down the size so that we know roughly what size to make our cottage. Nun. I think the nuns do live here. So Esther. So she needs a 2 size. Now the other nun. There we go. The other nun. The other nun wants a 3 size, and she wants it cheeky. I say, we've got a cheeky nun, and at the moment, yeah, because I think that reflects the outfits they're in at the moment. Yeah. So at the moment, the nuns are actually in the nun habits, which was slightly unexpected. I was fully expecting battle nun or half-naked nun. And, no, you never fully expect half-naked nun. So 2, I suppose, cheeky... What was the other ambience? Because we need to work that out. Cute. Cheeky and cute. I think we know how to do cute. Because cute is going to be these guys, yes. So a timberless wall will be cute rather easily, I think. And that will give me a nice little cottage. So let's build our 2 size cottage in cute sort of... I know it's slightly inefficient going all the way up there, but can't be bothered to not go up there. I think it's going to be better to have this flat, to be honest. So I think what we want to do is pretty much this, which is... Oh, it's not that. No, fine. No matter what the situation, I find a way to make it wrong. Somehow I'm always fucking it up. It doesn't matter what the situation might be, I always find a way to mess it right up. It's a highly inconvenient situation I find myself in when I find myself thinking, oh shit, I fucked it up. But that is the reality of living life as me. Every 5 minutes you realise, I've fucked that right up. It's an inconvenient lifestyle, but one you must get used to. Because if you don't, then you will just... I've got nothing else. Woe is me is the fundamental message. Woe is me. A little bit inefficient getting rid of that one, but it was in the way, so it was ever so slightly quicker to just trash it and go. I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. There might be, but I'm fairly certain there's no good way of just putting a lot of blocks down all at once. Which means, frankly, I have to just do it this way, I think. And I don't know. I filled in the whole thing. I'm not going to worry about filling all of that in. But what my thought track is we'll work out precisely where this staircase ends up. Which is going to start... Well, the stairs are probably going to start about there. So any building probably maybe 2 away. So I'm thinking something like that as my first corner. And then I'll build out the floor overhanging slightly. And then possibly something like that's my second corner. It would have a 2-size door. 2-size door isn't a terrible decision. Oh no, there I think she is Battle Nun. She's gone full Battle Nun. She's gone full Battle Nun. Oh, she's gone full Rags Nun. Well, I suppose arguably that's not... Rag Nun is the cousin of Ragnar. No, Rag Nun is very much sort of not unreasonable, considering nuns are not meant to be sort of material possession type people, are they? A golden crucifix and very little else, I think, is the idea behind it being a nun. But I can't say that with absolute certainty. I've never been a nun. I could only ever be a monk or a priest, I think. They don't accept men as nuns these days. I mean, you never know. One day, maybe the church will suddenly turn around and go, yes, well, we've seen the error and we've decided to let men become nuns. But I somehow suspect they'll be quite resistant to the idea of letting men become nuns. When men become nuns, I need a habit and I need to say my vows. Gonna say my vows to you, baby. Let my crucifix go. It's the only way to go. When men become nuns. Yes. Absolute fucking nonsense. I am going to need more food. I suppose it is lucky that I've got 93 cabbages still. And hopefully, even more cabbages on the way. Oh, hello. He's in swimming shorts now. They are changing their outfits just so constantly. I don't fully understand why they are constantly changing their outfits. Like, I feel like it's one of those ones where surely if you've chosen an outfit, you've chosen an outfit, therefore you're settled on that outfit. But these guys are just constantly going, nah, I want a slightly different outfit. No, I want a different outfit now. But there you go. Each to their own, I suppose. I mean, technically I should perhaps change up my outfit, because as much as I do like Tuxedo Miner, it might be fun to try and create a new and different one. Settle on an outfit. You have seen us in SOT. Yeah, I know. You lot are terrible. There's me. I've got like a selection of about 5 maybe, whereas you lot have got like a selection of a good 10. I mean 10, 15, 20, 25. You've got thousands of outfits, don't you? Absolute thousands of the bastard things. Right, let's build out here, and basically we just go until I feel like it's going to be a sort of 2-star size room. And I'll make sure I sort of change up the floor. Just sort of mark that. Or get rid of the marking, I suppose, afterwards. Because the best bet is going to be... Now, I'll take all 3. Oh, the hardwood column is classified as cute as well, so maybe we'll use that as corner blocks. Cute, anything else that's considered cute? Gingham carpet. Well, I've only got 2 gingham carpets, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use gingham carpets just outright. There's the possibility of going and finding more gingham carpets. So I can't deny gingham carpet might go quite nicely in a little doodah. But there we go. If say we did sort of... So what about... Oops, no, not there, because that's where the door would go. Do we feel like the whole thing... What? Yeah, I think it needs to be 3 high, because otherwise it's going to be a bit meh. It's not terrible. I don't know if I'd necessarily classify it as good. It's not terrible. And that... No. I suppose that's more... Theoretically, if I went... like that, and then like that, that would possibly work. Because then you've got like big support structures at the... Oops, big support structures there. And then slightly lesser support structures there. So that's not intolerable. Now, as I say, we're going to have to just sort of... I could try and do some kind of... Well, I mean, essentially, I could look it up, but I'm not going to right now. And what we'll do is we'll just get a 2x2x2 there. Or not. I mean, that's always an option, mate. That's always an option. And we'll worry about windows if we need windows in the not-too-distant future. Now we need some kind of door. Doesn't necessarily have to be our final door, but it's not... wouldn't necessarily be a terrible thing to have that as our final door. Well, I can't deny, if I'm thinking... Well, we'll just plonk one there for now and find out the size of this room. There we go. A cute room. It is size 3. So I'm going to have to shrink this room somewhat. And I am losing my bricks over the edge. It's fine. It doesn't make too much difference. Or at least I hope it won't make too much difference. Not exactly what I wanted, but probably going to work out reasonably well, owing to the fact that I can get that little hardwood thing there. Right, is this a size 2, or have we gone too far now? No, that I think is literally on the cusp between 2 and 3, so I think that's going to be an acceptable room. So now let's just finish off this little area here. Although having said that, we may want windows. So I may change my mind about precisely how we finish that off, but it's a reasonable start for now. Reasonable start for now. So that, yeah, I was gonna say that comes up as just that. So probably want that one and that one for that purpose, perhaps. I'm wondering if I do want the bands all the way round. Yeah, I don't know, because the problem I've got is that just sort of stops in that corner. I feel like I don't have a solution for that just stopping in the corner. So I wonder if we did just swap that out. Is that going to look a little bit better? I feel like the answer might be yes. Yes, I think it does. So, whoops. Bollocks. Tell you what might be easiest. We'll do that. Seems like it's a little bit extreme, but it gets the block I wanted back. And now we just have to awkwardly try and just position ourselves in a way that allows me to not fuck it up. There we go. Yeah, it's a tolerable little house, isn't it? I must admit, that brown door actually goes quite nicely after all. I wasn't 100% planning on doing it as a brown door, but it goes well with the brown panelling of the walls. I was going to dye it white so that it sort of matched the church, but as I say, I feel like that brown is probably the optimal decision at that point. Right, let's have a look. Where is the gingham carpet? I do not know, but we should be able to surely find gingham carpet. 10... We'll have 30 gingham carpet just to make certain I've got enough carpet. And now, I suppose, arguably, we want to try and sort of find... I don't know if there is a cute bed, but... Oh, the princess-sized bed is cute, but... Seems a little bit extreme for a nun to have a princess bed, but... I don't know, I suppose... Oh, well, it might be classified as a little bit too fancy. I may have to have a closer look in there and double-check that. We've got some sign posts, I think, don't we? So, let's find... So, gingham carpet, that's the first thing we probably want to grab out of there. So, there's the gingham carpet. We shouldn't need the timber at the moment, but we can always get it out, I suppose, if we do. Ideally, what did I want to find? Signs. Now, do we want to go just a general name tag? I mean, kind of, yeah. Seems daft to specifically go for a female one. You don't need a specific female sign. You just need a sign that will register that that is that individual's room. So we'll pop in the princess bed. First things first, though, we will do the gingham carpet. Oh, shit. Really? I dramatically underestimated how that was going to work out. That's a lot more blocks than I thought it was. Okay. I suppose that's fine. I'll go back and get more carpet then, shall I? Shit. No, that's not what I was hoping for. That's not what I was hoping for. Excellent. I was hoping for more cotton. But apparently, no. I am not being given more cotton. I suppose we'll have to rely on the sheep. The sheepy sheeps. Yes, indeed. The sheep. Oh, we probably need some lights. Oh, I think a fireplace. If it's a little tiny cottage, a fireplace is definitely needed. We'll want a second fireplace as well, I think, because the other cottage will probably want a fireplace. I don't think... I feel like it's a shame you can't build that into the wall, but I don't think you can. If I tried to build it into the wall, I think it would go horribly wrong. Tiles... I suppose arguably fancy roof, yeah. Some of this perhaps wouldn't go amiss. Again, I'm only doing sort of roof adjacent. I'm not actually doing a proper roof. But I figure roof adjacent is good enough. Excellent. And now we want more gingham carpet. That's the crucial detail. Where is the gingham carpet? Ugh, blimey. Okay, that's all my cotton supplies gone. Not what I wanted to hear. First thing I'll probably do is put that sign on the roof and then get the gingham carpet out and sort that out. Owing to the fact that I feel like the carpet is the key thing to sort out first. So I'm thinking, pop that name tag there, that'll do nicely. The gingham carpet turned up at the end, excellent. And now let's... I must admit, that front line, in fact, there's... yeah, I feel like it needs a sort of more defined perimeter flooring, because you wouldn't have gingham carpet under your tiles, would you? Concrete block might be a suitable sort of just a suitably generic little thing. So what we just want to do, I want to put the concrete block in there. Oh, I've got to be careful making it too fancy. I didn't think concrete would make it fancy, but apparently concrete makes it a little bit fancy. But that should be, yeah, lovely stretch of concrete all the way around there. Now, the one thing I wouldn't say no to is maybe getting rid of that stretch of chalk at the back here, which is going to be a potentially troublesome situation. Especially that bit. that bit was definitely going to be troublesome, wasn't it? Apparently I found the ocean. Fair enough, that's not exactly what I wanted. Now I've got to decide what the quickest way of getting out of this situation is. And I honestly don't know. I'm trying to do it physically, but I think it's going to be easier just to... Can I actually warp? No, I can't. I've probably asked that question several times. Can you warp to the facilities you've built? And the answer appears to be no. Which I suppose is fair enough. Running. Look at me, ninja run, sir. Look at me, ninja run. How's it going? It's going okay. Gingham carpet, gingham carpet, gingham carpet indeed. Now just one more piece of gingham carpet in the corner. That's all what we want to see. Right, so we shall have... We'll have the fireplace at the back there, like that. That seems like a tolerable place to put a fireplace. And then we'll put the bed over there. And now let's try and put some of this roofing up. Probably the easiest way of doing that is to use my staircase to jump up here. I think this is going to work out the way I want it to, yeah. Oh, careful. Must be, I did buy some of this stuff here, but I don't necessarily feel like I need it now. What happens if I do that? And then do that? It looks okay, so that's definitely something that I want to do on the other side as well. But first, now do we want to do it slightly different? I'll tell you what, I do want... oh, no, not the transform trail. I do want to do it slightly differently. Well, there are no wells here. I can install a well, but I don't have a well at the moment. There are no wells. Hey, look, this is not a roof. I've already explained this. This is roof adjacent. It's just far enough away from a roof for it to not be considered an actual roof. Now then, I am thinking maybe some kind of window. I'm wondering if, being that she's a churchgoer, it seems a bit much to have a stained glass window in your own little cottage, doesn't it? So I feel like probably just... We'll use the connecting windows with the wood on it. Bam. And bam. And then bam, bam. There we go. Lovely little window out to the back there. That's nice. And then maybe a little tiny window off to the side there as well. Excellent. Right, so what that's... Oh, because it's declassified as a room. So I can't remember the fanciness level she wanted, but I suppose one of the easiest ways of finding out is to put her in the room. Oh, she only wants a 1-star fanciness. Oh, god damn it. Really? Well, you're going to make life very awkward for me, aren't you? Because I think the floor itself is too I genuinely think the walls are too fancy for her, which makes life very difficult. Very difficult indeed. Do you mind, Mr. Ghost? Would you piss off? What's the name of the tile? It is fancy roofing adjacency, and fancy adjacent roof window, and fancy roof adjacent ridges. As specified, it's all adjacent. Whoops, I didn't mean to sleep, but I suppose it gets rid of the situation. Although I do feel like I've got Malroth sleeping on my face. Which, I don't know if I'm okay with this or not. I guess it depends on how heavy Malroth is. But yeah, I've got a nasty feeling, even if I get rid of this bed. Okay, the bed did a fair amount. Okay, there we go. But I don't... It feels a little bit like I can't put a bed in there. Or she's going to have to sleep on straw, which I suppose is perhaps sufficient for a nun. Do I happen to have a straw bed? I don't think I do. I could give her a pet bedding, but I don't think she'd necessarily appreciate that. Plus, I think she does have to have a light source. Which means I'm probably... I feel like I'm going to end up having to... Yeah, I'm going to have to change up the walls in some fashion. It's very frustrating. What if I found those windows again and decked that out? Is that making it less fancy or more fancy? Sort of neither. Okay. Why can't you just embrace fanciness? Yeah? Just look at the fanciness and go, I don't mind this. This is nice. I do almost wish they'd have like a specific rating that says this is fancy, this is not fancy, but unfortunately they don't seem to. I'm feeling like it's going to have to be the floor. Don't know whether gravel blocks would do any more or less fanciness than gingham carpet. And then, as I say, I'm going to need a bed. But I'm thinking now, I'm wondering if it's going to have to be straw bedding. Because she's an awkward woman who insists on the idea of it all has to be non-fancy. Which is quite frustrating. Because just building a room tends to make it fancy. See, look, it's a lovely little cottage that I've had to gut because this woman's too fucking fussy. Making it less fancy or more fancy? That's made it more fancy. Are you shitting me? Okay. But this is going to be awkward, isn't it, game? And you know it's going to be awkward. Because you're an asshole, game. Is straw floor going to be fancy as well? No. Okay. Okay, so straw floor seems to be fine. Which means she's got the shoddiest inside of a cottage you could ever imagine. I'm hoping it's still cute ambience. Are you shitting me? What are you talking about? The size is still considered wrong. You son of a whore. I really thought the size was enough. And of course it's not considered cute. Esther, have you considered leaving the island? Because you're starting to piss me off. And I don't think that's a good stratagem. I've slept in the bed again. I did not mean to sleep in the bed. Get up off the bed. Stop going in the bed. Well, I guess it's time to demolish all of my hard work. Because someone doesn't like fanciness. Now I've lost all of my tiles, but never mind. Right. Guess next we need to get the concrete out again. Can I use the room for something else? Nah. I mean, technically yes. But the whole point is to fill it, to get her a room. So it's going to be easier just to deal with the problems as they come. So I might as well just get on with it and not worry too much indeed. Let's do that. And then a little bit of that. And then we want to demolish this back end. And let's try not to go down there. It's a slight waste of tiles, but I will survive. Well, we'll put the bed in there. And now let's try and replace the straw floor in the correct position. So we can get rid of the straw floor, we don't need that or that, which means now we want to get back to that, I believe. Yeah, as I say, I think it's all this. Then there was a window. We want those hardwood columns. Again. Where did those... Oh, I suppose I probably didn't pick up those windows. Oh, I've only picked up one of those windows, so I'm going to have to go down there and sort that out, I suppose. It's actually very helpful, the fact that that's worked out the way it did. Anyway, pop that window down there and now go down and get the other windows. Anything else down there? Yeah, the roofing bits, I suppose we might as well grab those. And now, unfortunately, we will have to shoot back to the beginning in order to then shoot back over here. Whee! And over we go. And there we go. Now we just want to get back on the upper area. Okay, she is now satisfied with the size. Now I just have to figure out how to keep the non-fancy nature of the room whilst also upping its cute value so that it's considered cute above all else. Well, clearly I've not made you happy enough, have I? Because if I'd made you happy enough, you wouldn't have been a fucking nuisance. Right. As I say, I suppose I need some kind of cute prop that won't screw up the fanciness too much. Because I think the cuteness is sort of just on the cusp. But obviously I can't raise the fanciness too much, otherwise that's going to be a problem. So let's try and find something here. Surely... Okay, there's a cute dining table. That might be enough, but I feel like the dining table might raise the fanciness. So let's try and find a cute little comfy stool. Again, that feels like it's going to raise the fanciness level. Comfy cushion. Again, got a nasty feeling that'll just be... comfy sofa's definitely going to be too much, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. Dressing table, viable. It's fairly basic stuff. Gift wrapped gift. I don't think that feels like it's going to be very fancy. A post box. No, I don't think she needs a post box in her house because that's the problem. It would have to go in the house. Sure, it'd be lovely just put a post box outside her house, outside the little cottage. She can have a lovely little post box, but unfortunately, inside the house it would look slightly peculiar. Okay, so let us try. Let's try the little table first. God damn you, you son of a whore! Not trying to use the transformer train. Okay, well that sort of Oh, yes! Just cute enough. And just below. Apparently she won. No, no, no. It's not. It's still not quite enough because unfortunately it's too fancy. This is an issue. I'm considering murdering her. Does that make me a bad person? Or am I a reasonable person for the fact that she is making my life a fucking nightmare?
Hello there.
Hello there indeed. Welcome to the failure that is proving to be this. I think I'm probably going to have to ditch some of the wall and do a different type of wall maybe. Which is very frustrating. I'm failing at satisfying a nun. Which is an issue. It still has to be. The problem is, it still has to be cute wall. It just can't be fancy cute wall. This is very annoying. Does that do anything for the fanciness versus cute rating? Because I suppose I could use. Apparently, it's still not a room. Oh, there we go. Now it's a room. Got it. It looks shit, but we got it. I think what we'll have to do, hopefully, once I get control again, I'm going to have to knock out that top band and put in the other banding wall and hope that that's not considered too fancy for the woman. Who knew a nun would be the world's most awkward, annoying person to build something for? An emblematic clock, a titanic timepiece that can be seen all throughout the castle. Oh, that's going to look good in the alternate plans. There was an alternate plan, and I think that's going to look quite good. Oh, I'm going to have to sort that roof out again. Roof adjacent. There we go. Right, hopefully that still remains. Apparently it's taking a sweet air start. Oh no, there we go. Small cute room. Esther's room. Good. I think she's still satisfied. Yes, she's still satisfied. Good. All you want to do now is just replace those blue bits on the back. Yet again, of course. Yet again. She's very much proven an awkward little swine. But welcome, Mr. Chester Phoenix, all the same. You caught me at an unfortunate time where the game was being an arsehole. But nonetheless, you are welcome to be here. How are you? And how indeed are your doings? Are your doings well? I hope the best for your doings. But obviously, doings are not always phenomenal. I am going to eat several cabbages, so I think you've got a moment or two to answer. Whilst I scoff down as many cabbages as a man can handle. Right, what I think we will do is now try and build the other nun's house. And I know technically what I could have done there was try and transform that one into the nun's house, but into the other nun's house. But it's very much one of those ones where it's like, I had the set plan of trying to do it for Esther, and therefore I wanted to try and make sure I did it for Esther. And now let's... Yeah, I knew that was going to be a fucking problem. I'm assuming if we go in, I should be able to sort that out. But anyway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I suppose technically that's already got 1 there because that's the wall side there. And then we want to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we want to find that hardwood column in order to go like that, question mark? Is that 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2? Yes, that works out exactly the way I want it to work out, which is surprising, but every now and again these things work. So what we do vaguely know, at least, is if we go 1 out here, that should give me the free size that I want for the other nun. I might go 2 out. I know it's risky, but you've got a little bit of leeway between size 3 and size 4. So I'm going to take that chance and just go out 1 extra tile there. And now what we want to do is find the banded walls. Oh, which, yeah, I need to replace the concrete, that's fine. I will need some more concrete. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, yeah, that's awkward, isn't it? I am going to need that concrete back. Come forth, concrete. You're alright, excellent. That is very good to hear. Are you up to anything interesting? Or are you simply being? I'm simply being. I'm a simple being. And I'm simply being a being. And I'm simply being a thingy. Anyway, we should be able to find another one of those fancy doors. I think these are the fancy doors. Yes, they are the fancy doors. That is the correct way. So that is now a size 3 room. Don't think we have to worry about the fanciness level as much with the other nun, but we will just double check the other nun's needs so that hopefully we can meet them. She did need something cheeky. I've got a feeling there's only one thing that is cheeky, and I don't know if I can build any more of them, so that could prove slightly awkward. What is it with awkward nuns? Am I right? She actually wants 4 stars of fanciness, and as specified, she does want cheeky, which may mean simply demolishing a couple of those cheeky bits. Because I think the naughty nightlight is the only cheeky thing in the game. But I might be wrong. But let's have a look. I'll just double check that is... Oh, why are there ants here? Why are there ants here? I don't know. I don't know. Oh good, I can just build a load of them. Well, I say that. I would run out of rubies eventually, but still. Doing a cheeky bit of demolishing. Maybe. If need be. I demolished the ant, certainly. Right, let's get this into the nun's house. That way we can assess the fanciness that is put in place with the cheeky lights, and precisely how many we might need to make this overall ambiance cheeky. I actually did need those, which is quite frustrating. I needed the concrete still, so that's quite frustrating. Bring the concrete back. Let's deal with that front patch of concrete as well first. That's not concrete. I don't know what that is, but that's not the concrete I was looking for. Okay. I think we're fine. I think we've fixed it. Just about, at least. Right, let's... no, that's not the ones I want, is it? Oh, of course, I've got my bloody wrong tool out, of course. It's always the wrong tool. Every time you think you got it right, it's not the right tool, it's the wrong tool. Why? Just why? Why? Why, game? Why are you being an asshole? Why are you being an ass? Oh, nobody knows. Nobody understands your need to be an asshole. Oh, that's more luck than judgment, but it'll do. Oh, I need more bloody hardwood blocks. Where are my hardwood blocks? Where are my hardwood blocks? Okay, I think that's the last hardwood block I need. There we go. Right, so we have built up the basic foundations. Now we want to build cheeky light. Okay, they are very cheeky. So that's quite useful, because that, what we'll do, I'll tell you what, we'll put the sort of double on the front there. And that's reasonably raised the sort of level of the overall construction as well, the fanciness level. Because if memory serves, she wanted 4 levels of fancy, was it? Quite a lot of fancy, anyway. Right, let's find a suitable place for the name tag. Oh, yeah, right, slap bang in the middle, that'll do nicely. And let's give it to Rochelle. And yes, she wants 4 stars, 4 levels of fancy. So we should be able to install 4 levels of fancy. Especially because, yeah, let's do gingham carpet. She, hopefully, will appreciate the gingham carpet, unlike some people who don't appreciate the gingham carpet. Oh, no, Malroth. Get out of the way, son. Get out of the way. How fancy does the gingham carpet actually make it? Because I feel like it's not going to be fancy enough, in fairness. To get up to level 4 fanciness, I feel like it's going to end up being gold, bloody gold floor again. But still, put a fireplace in, see what happens. I suppose we could try and maximise the cheekiness. But I am thinking we might need some particularly fancy floor, which is usually best solved with golden tiles. There we go. No, I had a feeling it was going to take it away from me just as I was trying to finish off that last tiny bit of floor. But, oh well, we get to experience the fanfare once again. Once again we get the fanfare of excellence. With the big bomb 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 bomb. Have you got a big bomb 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 bomb? There we go. Right, so let's deal with... Get rid of... Oh, my bag is now full. Well, that is concerning. Get these bits here. Get those bits there. And once again, we'll need to fill... oh, the controller has gone off. Okay, that's a nuisance, but a situation we can adjust to. Always takes me by surprise, that does. Where's the bloody little thing? I can't find it. I can't find my little thing. Can someone help find my little thing? It's not where I left my little... I thought I left my little thing where I usually leave my little thing, but apparently I can't find my little thing. Bon 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 bons bon bons bon bons. Everybody loves bonbons. I do wonder. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be horrendous and ugly, and I don't know how to really do. Wonder if we demolish that and then maybe put in. That's the wrong way. Oh, I suppose that roof, because it's. Yeah, okay. So this whole roof section here, roof adjacent, needs to be dealt with, and probably done with the sort of slightly awkward, because I think that's going to be too low as usual, isn't it? Yeah. So what we'll need to do is find. I suppose that will probably suffice for this job. Arguably the hardwood column might look better at the front there. That's not what we wanted it. Well, not the direction we wanted it. Oops. Well, I suppose actually that's not too bad. That's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. And sometimes a little better is all you can really hope for in a world where life is misery and pain and suffering. Okay, so that's sorted that central roof out. Roof adjacent. And yes, I will keep suggesting it's roof adjacent and not an actual roof. Slightly decide whether I want to sort of... Yes, I do, which unfortunately means I will have to go and find... Oh, that's the wrong thing to have... Oh, no, that was the right one to demolish. I'm going to have to go find another couple of pieces of this. There should be another one of these arch ones down here somewhere. There we go. Luckily, I don't think I had to go... I'm slightly stuck, but no, we're okay, we're okay. It's all good. Now, unfortunately, I do need to just go up here in order to get a running leap to get back up high enough. No, yeah, oh, good lad. You just about made it. There we go. A pair of nuns' cottages. Which sounds a little bit ruder than intended. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why? Why? Just why? Is that going to be good enough to... Yes, okay. Son of a bitch. There we go. I think we've resolved all problems. Is that what they call them nowadays? It is now, yes. There we go. A couple of nuns' cottages. Right. Whoops. No, I didn't mean to get rid of my herbs. Oh, game. Could you just leave off being a pain in my arse? For at least a short period, please. Christ almighty. Right, stone steps. Can stone steps be dyed? Yes, they can. Although I don't necessarily think they're going to sort of do much because the stone is already a sort of white. But I am wondering if we'll get a white rather than an off-white. I cannot say this with absolute certainty, which is why I'm going to experiment and find out. Let's just dye one of them white and see. I don't honestly think it's going to make much difference. I must admit, that's quite convenient that we've got stone steps. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going to make some difference. Precisely how is it going? It would be going better if you sod off. 25 in total. Sort of just a guess, bit of guesswork, but we shall see. Because I fancy the idea of all white for the church. And then maybe we'll make a devil worshipping area which is all black. No, I probably won't do that. In fairness, we do have sort of... Whoops, that's not where stairs are useful, sir. That's not where the stairs are useful. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. Yes, I do actually want those there, but took me slightly by surprise. Excellent. Right. Now, stone pretty pillars, and somewhere I should have stone handrails, question mark? Or do I not have any stone handrails? Stone handrails. Was I even using the stone handrails? I think I was. Yes, I was. Excellent. So yeah, I think it's going to be nice enough to do a double stack handrail. Here we go. They are the sexiest of cottages. I do remember, I think I've told this story before, so it's nothing particularly new, but I used to know a guy in university, when I went to university. Obviously I wouldn't have known him if I hadn't gone to university, so quite obviously it's university based. But anyway, I used to know a guy, and he just literally described like everything as sexy. Just sort of went around going, yeah, that's sexy. Yeah, that's sexy. And it was like, I don't think you'll find everything can be sexy, sir. And yet, frankly, everything was sexy. According to him. According to him, everything was in fact sexy. There we go, I found a use for the gravel. Oh shit! The gravel actually sounds like gravel. Genuinely was not expecting that to happen. What was you expecting? I mean... it not to sound like gravel? That's kind of the expectation. So I'm sort of thinking I'm going to have to go and get more gravel, because I'm kind of liking the idea of a gravel pathway here. Because what we'll do the snozzberries taste like snozzberries? I think so. I've got no reason to believe they wouldn't. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll want to go get some more gravel. I'll tell you what, let's just put a second handrail there, because it will make it slightly more... and I'll put a handrail there, because it will make it slightly more difficult for them to commit harakiri. And sometimes it's worthwhile making it ever so slightly more difficult for people to commit harakiri. Right, I think we're going to want to get rid of this tree. I may want to replant a tree, but for now, that tree has to go, I'm afraid. So does that. And then basically most of these trees, I'm afraid, are going to have to go for the path. They're going to have to be taken away for the sake of progress. Yes, I'm going to cause global warming inside Dragon Quest Builders 2. That is a thing that happens. The game goes, you've demolished too many trees. You weren't supposed to demolish these trees. You should have stopped demolishing these trees. We are very disappointed in the sheer volume of trees you've destroyed, and therefore the seas are going to rise, and you are going to get decimated by the ocean. And if you were wondering, yes, that does say slimy wall. How slimy is a slimy wall? I do not know. Is the honest truth, I do not know. But I reckon quite slimy. Right. So, arsehole. What is the terrain I'm using there? It's some kind of like, just like a checkered block of some kind. Do I have some of these checkered blocks? I don't think it's wooden wall, is it? No, it's more of a sort of distinctly checkery thing, but I don't appear to have any more on me, so let's go see if I can find it in my build table. Plausible, but I don't think so, because I think it's one of the woods. Wo ist das? Cross block. That's the one. Refined design block. I apparently do have 78 on hand at the moment, so... or I have 78 somewhere. Evidently not on hand. So I have 78 lurking somewhere in my facilities, but not right now. Okay, so... what I'm thinking we want to do... awkward game, awkward. I suppose that does... yeah, that does head down into a sort of... so if we go there... and there... and probably, I mean... that's over the handrail. So we'll do something like that. And then, yeah... we sort of pootle on down here, creating a sort of, this sort of wooden pathway. And then, eventually... why are you in a wall, man? Oh, god damn it, he got down. I was going to do what you always asked me to do, and I was going to bury the man alive. But he got down, so... Sometimes, if they take heed of the warning and get down, you just got to let them go. If he hadn't taken heed of the warning and he had carried on, there would have been trouble. But as he decided to get down, I'm going to leave it alone. Right, so let's bring that to the sort of tail end of the castle there. And then what I sort of want to do is find a way of kind of making a diagonally thing, which I think is going to be very awkward, in order to come out here and link back up with what is going to be the gravel. So we'll put gravel in front of the house. I think that's going to be acceptable enough. Probably if we extend the gravel along this area. Well, I must admit I did have a slightly different idea in mind for that. So yeah, no, I'll fill this whole area. For now, I'll fill the whole area with gravel. That is 2 away from the castle. Let's double check, because I want it to be almost precise. Yes, it is. Or at least from the main castle wall. So what we want to do is maybe... yeah, we'll just fill in this area here and then work out the rest of it afterwards. Seems a reasonable enough plan. It's kind of just... I'm just making it up as I go along, if that wasn't obvious already. I think it was probably relatively obvious, because otherwise it would look like I had a plan. And I fucking sure as shit do not have a plan. Right. So what I'm thinking here is if we... where are those lights? The stone lanterns. I'm thinking if I stone lantern there and there, and then go back to stone handrails there, and obviously we're going to want a sort of gap for access to the castle. So do we want to... Might be worthwhile... Oops, not quite what I intended, but never mind. Put a pillar there and a pillar there, although having said that, I don't know if I like that. Because that's a very small... Oh, bloody gloves. I've got the gloves on and I did not want gloves on. There you go, that perhaps makes a slightly more distinct path there. And then here again, slightly more distinct path. And we just sort of rock and roll a little hand rail down this side. Hope for the best. This is all now pointless design, I will accept and embrace this fact. Because this doesn't help towards any tablet target whatsoever. This is just me faffing around trying to make it look pretty and have a little pathway. So I'll try and get back onto a tablet target in the not too distant future. Although having said that, generally making people happy is going to be good as well. So is it just me, or does the does that shadow? Not shadow, it's the reverse of the shadow in fairness. The light coming through the stone handrails. Anybody seeing sort of many penises? It's just me? Might just be me. They're not particularly impressive penises, but they come in huge numbers. So, arguably, maybe that's where the impressiveness lies. Now then. That... I think it has to be that. Yeah. His birthday cake. He really loved the penises. Someone absolutely loved the idea of many penises. I don't know if I like that materials. That's what's classified as a bit of a problem. But I've got a solution to the problem. Get rid of it. There you go. I'll tell you what, maybe then, instead of those two pillars there, I'll have the two lights. That's better? Better. I think it's definitely better. Do I have any more of those slime, sort of wood slime things? You don't know the answer to that question. Only I know the answer to that question. It's just, feels like it might be quite nice to match the... Oh, I didn't realise it was only a 2 length thing. No, okay. Stone barrier it is then. Yeah, I suppose that is 3 tiles. I thought it was 2 because there's only 2 arches. Oh dear, what can the matter be? I fucked up and shat in your lavatory. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do this, but it happened. So you're gonna have to live with it. Right, so here, I'm thinking we want to go. There, that's more sort of. We don't want to go too far past the stairs. Not intolerable. I mean, it's roughly what I was thinking. Whoops, not quite that. Sorry. We put the wrong thing down, which is unfortunate. Not 2 of you have done that. No, it's only got 1 gap again. Do I want to extend it 1 more then? No, because if I do, that's already sort of making those stairs a bit silly, isn't it? I don't know if I like it anymore. I thought I liked it, but now I'm not so sure. I think really what I need to do is just move it over 1. Which makes life slightly awkward because it means having to redo a load of stuff, but all for the sake of making it look better. I do wonder if, yeah, possibly I'll move that in substantially as well. This is relatively easy to destroy things. Oh, why must there be a ghost? You're already in the bed. Are you already in your bed as well? God damn it. I was hoping to just have a cheeky little sleep, but it looks like I'm going to have to just deal with the ghost situation. How immensely frustrating and unfathomably tedious. Right, so if I did want to do what I'm thinking I might want to do, which I must admit I've slightly changed my mind. I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like I've changed my mind because it's looking exactly the same, but you know, apart from that, it's fine. Now let's do sort of, I suppose maybe we could, no, if I do that there's not going to be an entrance way, so back that way. Don't need that flooring anymore. So now let's get those carved murals that I was tempted to use previously. Pop that there, pop that there. And now pop that stone thing there, stone thing there. We'll reflect that on the other side. Can't deny. It's looking a little uglier than I'd intended it to look, but I don't know. It's not too bad, is it? It's a nice little garden in the middle, and you've got a pathway there, and you've got a pathway here to get up the stairs, and you've got a pathway here to reach the houses, and then you can cross over the grass if you insist. Do I have any benches upon my personage, or will I have to go and find some benches? Ideally, some of the fancy looking sort of outdoor benches wouldn't go amiss. Let's go find myself some benches. Do some bench pressing. Whee! The architecture here is not necessarily the best. The layout is perhaps a little bit questionable. I don't necessarily think they'd. I do apparently have 2 fancy benches. Now, is this one of those ones where I've got them elsewhere, and I could? Oh no, there they are. Bollocks! I came all the way over here. I didn't need to come all the way over here because I've already got fancy fucking benches. Now, question bodes is, where do we want to put our fancy fucking benches? Yes, I think we do. So we might actually want to go back and get 2 more fancy fucking benches, which is slightly embarrassing because it's like, yes, you went there to get benches. No, that's a bit... oh, bloody starvation again. Eat all of the cabbages. Eat all of the cabbages. You have an infinite cabbage diet. And I don't know if you should enjoy that. I don't think I'd enjoy that if my diet relied exclusively on cabbages. Cabbage for dinner. Cabbage for tea. Cabbage for breakfast. It will make you pee. I don't know that for a fact. Anything else that might look good in a garden? Situation. Do we have anything that looks good in a garden situation? Anything here that might look rather nice? Sort of looking. Can't see anything obvious. Well, that's a medicinal mortar. I'm assuming there's probably a medicine room in there somewhere then. A hexagonal planter is probably going to be flipping enormous. Which, I mean, I suppose let's find out. Oh, must you go into the inventory? Now I have to go and find you. Oh, now I don't know where you are. Where is my planter? Where is my planter? Oh, yes. Let's find out. Yeah, that's a bit big for this situation. I might grab a couple of those little ones, though. If we grab 3 of them, we've already got 1 on me. That gives me 4 for a sort of pleasant enough, hopefully pleasant enough. I suppose farming tools, I've already got some on me, so that might not go amiss just in the corner to suggest something. Gravestone, I don't, well, we should probably consider the idea of having a gravestone, but, or a graveyard, just a general graveyard rather than specifically a gravestone. The Seal of Erdrick, I thought oh no, the Ward of Erdrick. And yes, I do have a Ward of Erdrick. How big was the Ward of Erdrick? Quite big, I think, in fairness. Yeah, okay. Let's get back to the garden and see if we can do something with what we've got on me at the moment. Running time. Here we go. So first things first, we'll put these benches where I want these benches. Second thing, let's find those planters. And pop a plant pot there, pop a plant pot there. Pop a plant pot there, pop a plant pot there. And now... that is frustrating. I suppose I should have known, because I've only left a single gap in there. I don't want to, but I kind of do want to. It's frustrating. It's annoying. but it's all going to have to be demolished. Well, not literally all, I suppose. Whoops, no, don't sit on the... I didn't mean for you to sit on the bench, I suppose. So let's try and do this in the most efficient way. Never mind. The bench, perhaps, will be one of the more efficient things to be able to move slightly. So now, handrails, we've already got on me at all times anyway. So, we want to demolish... Oh no, I'm getting confused now. I'm getting confused. No, there we go, that's fine. I've gotten slightly less confused. I've unconfused myself indeed. It's always beneficial if you unconfuse yourself, as opposed to relying on others to unconfuse you. Right, we need those thingy-nimmy-nimmy-namas. Where are the nimmy-nimmy-namas? I don't know. Oh, hello. That's... Oh, very good. That is the Dragon Quest Clear song. You confused me slightly, because, of course, I don't remember clearing anything. And that's because I didn't. The Ward! Yes! Monsters will no longer appear! And it looks pretty spectacular in the middle of this little garden section. Fantastic! That's what I'm talking about. Gladiolus? Yeah, we've got a Gladiolus down. And an Emeraldine. Or maybe I can't do that? Oh no, there we go. Yeah, I do just... No? No? Okay. Why? Interesting. Are you 100% sure? I wonder if the planter just plants itself then? I just sworn you did actually have to plant in the planter. Okay, I mean... Fine. But still. I've stepped away for a little bit. What has happened since the nun's house? Well, the nun's house is completed. We've got 2 sexy cottages. And I've also completed a garden. And I have placed the seal of Erdrick down, which will mean that this area... In fact, I think it suggested the entirety of the Cerulean Steppe is now no longer going to be attacked by monsters. So that's quite nice. It's quite nice indeed. Right, so here we just need to figure out precisely what we plan on doing with this. So I'm guessing if we go sort of as a first step, something like that. And we want, yeah. Oops. That? No, that's not quite what we wanted. We want to go straight out there, right? So yeah, that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. Which, weirdly enough, would probably be easier. Does that work? It sort of does, but doesn't really leave it in the right place, so that's not going to work. I just want to do that. Then that. I think that may have worked. Dang it. Dang it all. Stop it. Blimey, you really are... I suppose, as I say, I think I've mentioned this before, that I've just ended up tuning it out. But you are really on point with hearing the dog noise. There we go, that's something. Something good, I could not say, but it's definitely something. And now, I don't know precisely how to deal with the second half of this problem, but... maybe keep it slightly simpler. Yeah, might be nice to just... Let's stop building a second one, sir. I may have to trash and demolish a bit more of that. But essentially what we're looking at trying to do is sort of... come in maybe there. Because then that's like a freeway path there, freeway path there. Yeah, that works. That works at least to a certain extent, I think. That's not the one I was trying to find. I'm fine trashing that for now. Not a huge problem. What I do want to do is clear out a little bit more space there, though, so that it's not pinned up against the wall. Time to eat. Sorry, who was that? Who's that? Oh, I thought it was Perry saying time to eat. I think I got confused because I think Perry's name came up on the top corner, and then it said Perry, time to eat. And I was, or someone else said time to eat. Will you please stop doing the double stack? Very frustrating. I know we did one more than was needed, but that's fine. Now all we have to do really here is consider precisely how we're sort of marrying the two tiles together, really, but I'll worry about that in a moment. Let's just finish off a little bit more extra gravel here, extra gravel there. And I can't deny I wasn't necessarily planning on finishing off this section with gravel, but I feel like it needs at least a little bit of extra gravel. Maybe something like, yeah, if we go from here upwards with gravel. And that I suppose will do nicely enough. And then we just sort of build out the little stone path here, I suppose. And then probably don't, oops, never have the right tool on hand. And yeah, then there's a free path if we decide to carry on down there. I don't know if I'm going to decide to carry on down there, but it's available if I choose to. So yeah, there we go. We've got sort of cottages, little garden, and now just the issue of figuring out how best to do these. What I'm thinking is if we focus primarily on the gravel situation, and yeah, I had a feeling that block wasn't going to change. I don't know precisely what this block here is meant to signify. I think it's just a marker for the castle. Precisely why I'm not allowed to then get rid of said marker, I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, it is just a marker for the castle. Now, as I say, I feel like there definitely needs to be something. I have used those in the past. But I'm wondering if maybe... how do we... One of the things I really don't know here is how it defines where it's going to do the transformer trap, which is, it's very strange. If I do something like, whoops, I didn't mean to dig an extra hole there, but never mind. There is now an extra hole there. I will need more of those sooty blocks, unfortunately, but plus I'm not entirely convinced I like that at all as a separation. Fortress wall could work, flagstone maybe. I mean, the tiles could look semi-decent, perhaps. Let's at this point try... do that, and then hopefully we did all of that. Just a lot of no there. A lot of no. I mean, it's an interesting tool. Oh, there is a fill mode. I'd forgotten there was a fill mode, but that's fine. That's still not technically helping with the situation, but I suppose maybe if we just do that, and then we're going to have to find the bloody gravel again. Did we? I was going to say we didn't go through all of my gravel, did I? Sure. And then cut that gravel off there. And maybe cut that off there. What does the fill mode do? It brings on Phil Mitchell. And he comes in and goes, "Oi, what the fuck you done to my brother?" That's going to be frustrating. But I suppose we could do this manually. It's going to be frustrating, but technically doable. Oh, I demolished the wrong thing. Oh, that's handy. I may actually need one more piece of gravel in there. I mean, it's better. Don't necessarily know if I'd say it was good, but it is fundamentally better. Maybe there's sort of like one of these ground bits, like the stepping stones or something. And I suppose we could try the stepping stones, in fairness, couldn't we? See if we can do something with the stepping stones. So yeah, right. Corner piece. Eventually you'll get the right corner piece, I suppose. I mean, it's not better, is it? Let's be honest, it's not better. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think I might move on to a different task because I can't quite figure out this one. It's because I've tried to connect two completely separate floors that don't necessarily need to be connected, but I've tried to anyway. It's fine enough, I suppose. Let's check our tablet targets. But on the serious note, the fill mode allows you to just fill up a space with blocks. So lots of different rooms. We could go back to lots of different rooms, try and find some more rooms. Befriend monsters. That's one of those ones where I don't necessarily feel like I can intentionally do that. Lots of different tile types on your map. That's something we could try and focus on at some point. Pop all of those away. Now let's have a look at some of the other tablet targets. Let's have a look at the green gardens once more. And now pop up here. Have a look ski. 20 or 20, excellent. So unless some more spawn, which I can't honestly remember whether they do or they don't, we have gotten a fair distance with those ones. And then here, 17 to 20, breed some pets. That's something I'm sort of working on. Sell something. I mean, I thought that was being worked on, but apparently that is no longer seeming to be functioning, which is quite disappointing because I really thought that merchant had started doing stuff. And I felt like I'd sort of maxed out. Are you buying? No, you're not allowed to leave until you buy something. No. Get back in there and buy something. So I've actually ended up with 2 merchants. So you'd think that would sell things twice as quickly. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, maybe they were always empty. Okay, fair enough. God. What else could we sell? I don't know. I just don't know. I wonder if they'd be interested in canopies? I don't think so. I'm thinking maybe these blocks. Do 30 of those blocks. And we'll try 30 again, essentially. And then hope for the best, because I get the impression they've not bought anything at all here. 30, 150, 150, 30, yeah. So annoyingly, they've not bought anything at all. I don't know why. It's frustrating. Right, what were we building over here? I can't quite remember. Well, we need to finish the floor off, and I keep saying I need to finish the floor off, and I keep not finishing the floor. So that's a thing for us to all live with. What did I build? Oh yeah, I built a smithy over here, didn't I? Built a wee smithy. And I did have a plan for here, but I can't remember what that plan was. So yeah. So what I could do is I might be able to show off the fill mode. If I can find the right sort of blocks. No, go away! Go away! I do kind of want Malroth on me, but you see here, basically, where it would be dum 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 dum, you can just do it in one, and you get that boom 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 boom, and he builds a wall. It's not, you know, not terrible. It's quite a good little tool. I must admit, I'm super used to just going dum 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 dum, but it's not bad. It's a decent enough tool in the arsenal. Now, see here, I think that's where you're going to have a problem. Oh no, it respected the pre-existing door block, which surprises me, but pleases me. I am but pleased, as I so often am. I frequently find myself but pleased. Enormous room! I'm assuming that's 2 enormous rooms then? Yeah. Oh, this is a large room. Oh no, it was an enormous room. Oh, I suppose this back one isn't an enormous room. It's not a room at all because it's not actually got a door in it. So it will require some kind of door at some point. But there you go. I showed off the fill mode. What I want to do, if I've got any crazy... Did I pick up any extra crazy paving, or was that still on the to-do list? I feel like that was still on the to-do list. Yeah, that's looking like it was still on the to-do list. Do we have any of those sort of glass doors? No, that would be on the to-do list as well. Yeah. Do you ever get that feeling that the to-do list is ever expanding and you will never ever actually do the things you have on the to-do list? Because I do. I very much do have that problem. I'll say it's only I thought it was completely filled with water, but it's not. So are they standard lights, or were they a fancy colour light? I'm fairly certain they're just standard lights. Which means I did have a couple of light blocks on me, but they are all coloured. So let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't get out. It's fine. I'll at least try and finish the lights off. Whether I bother finishing the entire floor off, I don't. Not now anyway. Maybe we'll have to do another bonus builders at some point and try and finish bits and pieces off that I have clearly left languishing behind. So lights. I should just go straight to lights. 30 will probably do for now. Don't interrupt me, you stupid foul little ant prick. You have a foul little ant prick. You know that, don't you? I suppose really I should probably put a seal of Erdrick here as well. It will take me a moment to build a seal of Erdrick though, I think, because they're fairly chunky beasts, is the seals of Erdrick. Lights. Splooshy water and my lights. Nice. Right, well, I suppose at this point then we might as well try and fill it with water. Assuming I do have... oh, I don't. Oh, but I can. One of the benefits of the bottomless pot is you can scoop up any piece of water you like and then use it in order to fill everything else. So it's quite useful in that sense. Now, cat creature, you are going to have to move from there, mate. You are going to have to move from there. Owing to the simple fact that we are flooding this chamber, and then I'm planning on putting a sort of glass floor above it. So you might need to move, son. You might need to move. Glass floor, there we go, 145 pieces. Do we think that's going to be enough? I don't know. I reckon so, to be honest. But yeah, little Kit Kat. Little Kit Kat. Can I ride you here? Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. Trust me, mate. It is for your own benefit. If you go straight down there, I'm going to be very annoyed. Nobody else go down here. If I find someone else down here, cheeky, I saw you trying to go down below the floor. But there we go. We have finally. It's taken God only knows how many weeks, but we have finally gotten to the stage where that fancy, overly complicated, pointless. Do you mind not standing on the glass floor? You feel like a chunky fella. You also look like you were shitting on my glass floor, and I really don't need you shitting on my glass floor. I don't need anybody shitting on my glass floor, frankly. Is he officially... I don't think monsters play by the same rules as general citizens. But if there is a way I could give him a house, I am devilishly curious what he would require in terms of a house. I mean, it'd have to be enormous, wouldn't it? No, they don't have the same sort of desires. You can see there, she wants size, fanciness and ambience. The gold golem, not so much. He couldn't give a shit. He could not give two hoots at you, but he might give a toot if you boop him on the snozzle, flozzle. Tell you what, let's do a cheeky little save. Because you never know. Since I've finished that floor, I definitely want to keep the fact that I've finished the floor. So I might as well do a cheeky wee save. And now let's have a look in our rooms list. So social bedroom, 4 beds of any variety, and 2 light sources. Okay, we could probably make a social bedroom. Dormitory, yes. Although that's weird. I could have sworn. Oh no, I made an actual inn, didn't I? Which featured just standard rooms. It didn't have a dormitory to it. But I think I was sort of considering the idea of a swimming pool. Don't know where I've got the recipe for a swimming pool here. Reception room, yeah, pumping station, wardroom, training room, showy throne room, summoning chamber, sculpture gallery, yes. I certainly don't have handrails on me, but yeah, sculpture gallery might be quite fun to try and piece together. A cell, yes. Could always do a cell. A pot chamber. We did a pot chamber. That was fantastic. A well room. Oh, there you go. You said well. I should have taken you to the well room. But yeah, okay. So we do have shower room, but we don't have a scenic shower room. I'll tell you what I'll do first, though. Just make it a little bit more exciting. We'll give it a little bit of a save. A rustic bathroom. What about a rustic bathroom? Do you want a rustic bathroom? What was the rustic bathroom? Rustic bathroom. It's just a basic bathtub, a towel, 3 towels in fact, 4 wash tubs and any chair. So we could build a rustic bathroom at some point. Do we have a bathroom in the Green Gardens? I think the answer is no. So let's have a look here and see if I can build a rustic bathroom here. Because by bathroom they do mean literal bathroom. It's a room featuring a bath. It's not what we consider a bathroom, which is just general, ablutions. Your general ablutionorials go on in a bathroom. This is specifically a dedicated room with a bath. So where could we perhaps build a dedicated room with a bath? I suppose there's an argument. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily want it at the back of the kitchen, but maybe somewhere here. Yeah, maybe somewhere like this area. So let's find So that's softwood. That's not softwood. That's softwood. Unfortunately, we've not got a lot of softwood. And then I believe it's this sooty softwood. For the... Oh no, it's not sooty softwood for the corners there. Okay. I mean, it could be if I wanted it to be, but... Certainly in that building I used the wood pillars. But yeah, I think, you know what? I did it for the animal houses. Which, does that suggest I'm intending them to be animals in this bathroom? Maybe. So I was actually, since I'm running out of this softwood, what am I... Oh, bloody hammer, please. Game, bloody hammer. I'll just clear out a little bit of trash there. And then... what I want to do is probably... I will ditch those two, because never mind. Now, whether I do a building in between, I don't know, but for now, what we'll do is just sort of consider the pathway here. And you know what? Yeah, we'll go down 2 levels, and then what we'll do is if this was our pathway 1, pathway 2. Oops, that's not quite what I meant to do, but never mind. And then that's going to be the corner block. So we're going to want to go out a little bit further. Probably the same as the kitchen. Is that roughly in line with the kitchen's wall? Yes, it appears to be roughly in line with the kitchen's wall. So we actually want to do that in the softwood. And as I say, I mean, that's a bit unfortunate that you've only got a one size block there. And is that even... No, that's not really what I want to do. So actually, yeah, I think the blocks near the door might be best. Ham and eggs for tea. Whoops! I've just replaced the ones there with exactly the same ones. How deep was this kitchen? How deep is your kitchen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't have to match the kitchen, it's just, I don't know, it gives a decent sort of estimation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, is that correct? I mean, that's the wrong tile if it is correct, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. That'll do. And now... less than optimal way of doing it, because why is it he's sometimes the most frustrating of individuals, because it's like, yeah, I will do the double stack when I don't want you to do the double stack, but the moment I think, do you know what would be quite handy here if you double stack this? I suppose I should go back to using the bloody fill tool, but the unfortunate truth is I'm very, very lazy and therefore can't be bothered. Do we have any added earth? Yes. So one thing we probably want to do is not that. No, not that either. We'll just fill now. Yeah, we'll fill that bit in. It's fine. Ish, maybe, probably. It's not that fine. It's as fine as it's going to be though. I just want to drag that back, probably 2, mostly just to give like some space where I'm going to install a staircase. I don't want that staircase being a bit sort of like extremely kind of awkward to use. Now I'm assuming any other staircases I've used here are going to be wooden staircases, question mark? Yes, they are wooden staircases. I should have plenty. Wooden steps, marvelloso. And I'll run out of stamina. Please stop running out of stamina. Ooh, that table is so in the way. Do I want to change where that table is? It's destroying a load of stuff. I suppose arguably, yeah, if I want a through path, I feel like we need to ditch that table. Or move the table is the crucial thing. Slightly more awkward positioning in terms of... oh, what are the notes? Blast, the notes disappeared. Where are my notes? Where are my notes? There we go. There's some notes. Enjoy your notes. I suppose that's why they disappeared. Yeah, little bit more troublesome getting over to here, but a lot easier to be able to get through there. So we want, ideally, a single double doors. And I realised a single double doors. Are you fucking insane? That's not a thing. You don't get single double doors. That's the ticket. Now, do we have more of that flooring? Yes, we do. Excellent. Now, well, I suppose for now, I don't know if I do want to... Again, I may end up building a building in the middle here, so whether we do keep it exactly like this or go elsewhere, I don't know. But for now, this is roughly what we're after. So bathroom floor. Probably one of the tiles, to be honest, isn't it, really? Don't really want carpet. Wooden floor, you could get away with wooden floor. But maybe I'll go look and see if I've got some fancy tiles to play with. But what else was needed for this rust? You've gotten me building a rustic bathroom now. You didn't even ask. You just said the words rustic bathroom and I've ended up building one. So, any chair, 4 wash tubs. Do we happen to have wash tubs on me? I don't know, but we got to go back and investigate floor anyway. And I missed the staircase. It's the sort of thing we like to see. Now that's interesting. But then again, there is a side path there. So, as I say, I'll put one of those donuts in front of the old... Ow. That's why you don't throw yourself down the stairs. We're going to need more cabbage. Chomp, 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 all the cabbage. Chomp, chomp, chomp the cabbage down. Chomp, chomp, chomp the cabbage down. Everybody chomp the cabbage down. Oh, yes. Chomp, chomp, cabbage down. Chomp, 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 cabbage down. Checkered block. They might not be terrible as a floor for a bathroom. Check, 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 checkered block. Oh, yes. Check, check, checkered blocks. Check, 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 checky blocks. Check, check, checky blocks, indeed. I could do like some kind of suggestion. That's not the button I was after. Oh, that was the button I used. I do apparently have 10 wooden gratings. Is that true? I mean, I suppose arguably it should be true. But then I'm also supposed to have those tiles that I was after, and I don't appear to have any of those. Or at least not obviously. Oh, basalt. Or basalt. Whatever floats your boat in terms of pronunciation there. Yes, okay, so we do have the wooden grating, so we might do something with that. But yeah, in terms of floor, I was suggesting the checkered block, and apparently I do have a load of checkered block, but not on me, question mark? If these go on my hotbar, they're not on me. Right, let's deal with the floor situation. We'll deal with the floor and maybe this drainage idea that I've got. Can't guarantee the drainage idea is a very good one, but you never know. You never know your luck. It might end up being quite fancy and enjoyable. But first we'll install these checkered tiles. We'll also want to get rid of the bushes, because you don't tend to have checkered tiles with bushes on top. I think it's safe to say, if your contractor came in and left your checkered floor tiles with bushes all over them, you'd probably go, fuck you, buddy, fuck you. We'll do this sort of semi-manually, I think, is the idea, because it might prove easier. Can't guarantee this, but it might prove easier. But basically we just want to make a channel here. Oh, that's actually handy that I fucked that up earlier, because if I hadn't fucked it up, I wouldn't have had that little tiny gap to get out of. I'm going to need more of these, I think, aren't I? Yes. Oh, son of a bit. Well, I kind of need more if I'm going to continue the idea to the river, in fairness. Which I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the most hygienic way of doing things, but it's going to look slightly thematically okay. The fact that this channel will end up heading out to the river. So we'll just have another 50 of those, why not? Fuck it. Why not fuck it? I don't know. Why not fuck it? Because it's come back positive for an STI. That's why I won't fuck it. It's positive for an STI. That's why I won't fuck it. Because it's positive for an STI. Oh, I suppose one crucial detail. In order to actually have this work, I need water down below. That's awkward. It's very awkward. I may have to demolish that in order to make sure that the water's filled. The water has filled, so that's fine. Trash that. And now, sorry Maroff, but you are now stuck in the drains. And now that the idea is we go ahead and bash out this little channel here. Oops. Well, yeah, no, I do want it. I bashed out one wrong tile there, which is inconvenient. There we go. Although having said that, again, it actually gave me access to get out of the place, so not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Whoops, no, go away. Oh, Malroth, you're always getting it where, son? You're always getting it where? With a bit of luck, that's sort of dealt with that. And now let's go ahead and find, I believe I've got some grass tiles. Yes, I do. So let's replace that. And then I'll tell you what I'll also do. There's this area here, which I think could do with going back to being grassy tiles. Lovely jubbly. Right, marvellous. Yes, that is reasonably pleasing. I think what we might want to do is, yeah, we'll go 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 there. And now find some windows. Just the plain LED lighting. Do we want to dye them again? If I've actually got black dye, that might not go amiss. Do I have a Tintington there? I've got a nasty feeling I don't now. Or do I? Do I? Maybe somewhere, but I don't immediately see it, so I should have gone immediately over here, where I obviously have. Oh, do you know what? I have a bloody Tintington in Green Gardens, so I could have just gone there. Oh, well. Balls. Oh, I don't have black dye. Oh, aren't you an arse, game? Aren't you an arse? I mean, I don't have black dye. There's nothing I can do about this situation. I do not have the black dye. The black dye is not mine. If I did have the black dye, I would use the black dye, but I don't have black dye, so I can't use black dye, so I'm not using black dye. But just make it known that if I had it, I would use it. Tell you what, since I had those grass blocks, I might just fill this gap here. Not with wood, sir. Not with wood. Why is this hammer so shitty? Sometimes you don't want multiple blocks being destroyed, game, and yet you seem to insist upon it. You are sometimes very frustrating. But there we go, I filled that little gap. Just might make it slightly easier to get up places. Just move that along slightly as well. Boom, boom. Right. Fill in windows. Hello, I'm Phil. Fill in windows. I sell windows. That's. I'm not a glazier. I'm a Microsoft agent. I'm a Microsoft agent. Hello. The name's in Windows. Fill in windows. Right, we want a big bathtub. Where are my big bathtubs? I don't know. We also want a light. What sort of light? I suppose a stove? Maybe? Yeah. Because it'll make it slightly, possibly, make it a little bit like it's meant to be some kind of jacuzzi. Where it's like heaty and steamy. It's heaty and steamy. There's my basic bathtub. Marvellous. Then we want... Apparently I've already got one. Is that truly I have one? Yes, so now I've got 4. And now I can't... Oh, it was at least 3 towels, wasn't it? Where are my towels? I don't know. Wall hanging, that's the key one. We'll go with 4 towels, because I can't remember how many towels it was supposed to be. And I think at this point I'm going to have to look it up, because otherwise I'm going to miss something, and that would be quite frustrating. A chair. A chair. That's the crucial detail. It did say any chair, so... just one that's going to go with the rustic nature. I suppose a simple stool, really. Although apparently I do have wooden stools, so maybe I'll use those since I've got them on my person. Yeah, there you go. That'll do nicely. And then what was the other thing? I do not... Ah, wash tubs. That's the other thing. Marvellous. That should be enough to just push that into being a rustic bathroom. I cannot make this guarantee, but I think it's possible. Now, obviously, ideally, we want the bath. I think something like that, because then it looks like you can drain it at the back. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it looks like you can drain it for the back. Head off to bed now. Fair enough. Good luck with whatever it is you are doing in the future. I don't know. Don't know what that was all about. I just thought I'd wish you luck on something. Whatever you feel you need luck doing, I am wishing you luck with it. So, good luck. Good luck. Goodbye and good luck. Goodbye and good luck. Goodbye and good luck. Large rustic bathroom. Excellent. We have ourselves a large rustic bathroom. We never really planned on building a large rustic bathroom, but we have now got one. So that's something, I suppose. Not a lot, but it is something. Ropey horizontals. That horizontals. And what I'm thinking is... I think potentially it might be easier if we sod off the ropey one. And just go with the standard. Just have a wooden rim. Hello, this is my wooden rim. Do please enjoy my wooden rim. Oh yes, it's a lovely wooden rim. I am in fact the rimmer, because I put a lovely rim on my building. Right, there's a ghost here. A lot of people are still sleeping on the floor. I suppose it's because I haven't really given them much in the way of places to go. Now, these are still not actually spawning, although that one just spawned in front of my face. I do feel like that may need replanting for the rest of them, though, because they definitely don't seem to be progressing. Whereas the ones I replanted previously are. So let's try and just replant them all and hope for the best that eventually... It's like, I didn't really mean to replant that one, but never mind. What we'll just do is make sure we got that. And now we should, hopefully, assuming ghosts don't keep getting in my way. Let's say what I suppose I ought to do is try and put on a seal of Erdrick here as well. But that will require effort and planning and figuring out where I want the seal of Erdrick to go. Because I must admit, it made for a really nice placement in the middle of that garden. Whereas here, I don't really have an obvious placement that would work as perfectly. which is unfortunate to say the least. Maybe we'll figure something out, I suppose. So there's a... yeah, that'll work out semi-nicely. It makes a nice little pattern. Now, hopefully, now that they're in water, and as far as I'm aware, they are only classified as needing to be in water. I'm just going to try, and so far, I caught one random strawberry. Oh, well, theoretically, oh, actually, I caught 20 strawberries, blimey. Theoretically, we can probably eat the strawberries. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of that, because that's just getting in my way and irritating me. But yeah, you can straight up eat strawberries, so that's quite useful. We'll keep them on my personage, owing to the sheer volume of hunger meter we keep needing to fill. Whoa! Well, that wasn't the plan, was it? Oh, chicken gives birth to a baby. Excellent. I wonder... Oh, shit. No, I found a flaw. Okay. I'm going to have to go around a slightly further path. Going to have to get... There we go, finally. Right. What I was going to do, owing to the fact that I do actually have some of those floor tiles, if I do actually have some of those floor tiles, there we go. And possibly we'll need some of those as well. Yes, in fact, we guarantee we need some of those because it's cropped up immediately. And now along here. Just might as well finish off the general pattern that I've been doing here. I can't quite remember where I find out the happiness of my pets. I don't know whether I go directly to the pet or whether I do it through the sort of tavern, not tavern, but whatever you call it, the thing, the exactly. If you don't know what a herba is, then I don't think I can help you, frankly. Frankly, it's the only phrase you need. It's the herba. So can we find out happiness of 0%? Okay, so that's slightly concerning because I do need. Okay, fair enough. So some of them are reasonably happy, some of them not so much. I do need to start working on those happiness values though, so that I can start giving birth to sort of pets. Because I don't know if the chicken counted, although it specified, you know, it gave birth to a baby chick, and it did give birth to a baby chick. I don't think they count as breeding pets, because I think the only ones that count as pets are in fact the dogs and cats, which seems unfair because people keep chickens as pets. Anyway, we're at our sort of close of Dragon Quest Builders, so what we'll do is we'll put the control away before we put the game away. Always useful. Well done, me. And we'll have a little breaky and then come back for Graveyard Keeper. So let's just try and find a little bit of break music. A little bit of break music in your life. A little bit of break music in my wife. Why have I put break music in my wife? I don't know. This might cause problems, but then again it might not. Those two, see what happens. Add to now playing list, see how long they are, and see if they'll do. It's a bit long, truth be told. So, yeah, maybe that track will suffice. Anyway, I'll be back in approximately 5 minutes, because that's how long the track lasts. So enjoy.